On Saturday, February 21st, Ryan Garcia, the man of 1,000 privileges and opportunities, is going to step in the ring against Mario Barrios. It'll be for Barrios' WBC Welterweight title, and it'll be a pay-per-view event. Let's talk about the fight, the circumstances, and how Barrios needs to win. When Mario Barrios takes on Ryan Garcia on Saturday, February 21st from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, he's going to be in a position to establish himself not only as the world title holder for the WBC, but he'll have the opportunity to turn back a challenge from a fighter who's most undeserving, as I've seen in recent memory, for a title shot. You see, these two men actually are existing on two different planes. Barrios is existing on the plane of respectability. He's trying to establish himself to the sport of boxing, to make people take note of who he is, what he's about, and he's doing his best with what he has to work with. As far as Garcia, he's living in the fantastical, the fantasy land of boxing, where popularity is of note. Now, true, in the past, he has shown and displayed the ability to be successful in certain matchups, but with Golden Boy, it has always been about matchups. That's why his record of 24 wins, 2 losses, and 20 KOs still looks good on paper. He's noted as a fighter who has fast hands and a big left hook, but not good boxing ability, and he doesn't really have great technical skill. His footwork is all over the place, and his mindset is all over the place. Garcia is to boxing a fighter that doesn't represent the sport well, but the absurd and the weird is where he lays his hat. Now, when Barrios is being considered, you have to look at what he has accomplished. The Aztec Warrior, as he's known, is a fighter that has toiled in the sport hard and tough. You know, he's a kind of guy from San Antonio, Texas. He's now 30 years of age. He's 6 foot tall, a tenacious, pursuant warrior. Record is 29-2 with 2 draws and 18 KOs. Those 2 losses happen to come against the likes of Keith Thurman, where he lost a unanimous decision in February of 2022, and a TKO stoppage in the 11th round against Gervonta Tank Davis prior in June of 2021. But he has maintained himself and stood pat. This is a fighter who needs a victory. Now, Ryan, in his last outing against Rolando Romero, was hesitant after being dropped in the 2nd round. He didn't do anything to go all out to try to secure a victory for himself. He actually basically followed Romero around, was afraid and hesitant to let his hands go, and he lost that decision quite easily. Barrios, whose most recent fight was against Manny Pacquiao, and that fight took place in July of 2025, where he won a majority decision draw, retaining his title with scores of 114-114 twice and 115-113 for Barrios. This is a fight where Barrios can really put together a lot of the demons that haunt him in the sport of boxing regarding respectability. And Ryan Garcia would be a perfect name on his resume to do these things. Garcia has never fought for and won a world title. And the fight that he challenged Devin Haney saw him fail drug tests and miss weight. Will he come in on weight for Barrios? It remains to be seen. But this is the opportunity for Barrios to turn away any doubters and establish himself so he can go forward toward unification, possibly against Devin Haney next. I expect Mario Barrios to show up in this fight, and I would like to see him lay to rest the legend of the loafer, Ryan Garcia. But what do you think? This is Stormy B Man. Shout out to the mighty LDBC and Liberated Perspective, a third eye view of the world. For more content such as this, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Let me know what your thoughts are about this event coming up. Peace to everyone out there, and everyone please remain safe.